This is music, and this is a ton of pure steel, or at least a couple of kilos of pure steel. It's time again for the annual Mad Haul from Pure Steel Records. I don't know if it's going to be an annual thing, but over the last couple of years, what I've done is I've gone to Pure Steel Records web shop, filled up the basket, and then just let it sit because uh, once or twice a year they have some crazy sales where they really give you some pretty wild discounts. And so my strategy is just to let what's in my basket sit, and when they have one of those sales, I go through my basket and check out whether they have reduced the prices of some of the items. And they did that recently. And recently, by the way, is in March, because I'm shooting this in March. Anyways, they did that in March, and they had some discounts all the way down to less than €1 per CD. So I jumped on it, I pulled the trigger, and now I have a mad haul from Pure Steel Records. Have a couple of cassettes, have a bunch of CDs, and some vinyl. Let's just get down to business. Starting with the cassettes. Up first, some atmospheric black metal, Causalgia, and it's called Dream Quest. Haven't heard this one yet, so I look forward to giving it a listen for sure. Up next, we have some death thrash, I would say. Necropsia, Human Pestilence. So that's interesting. Haven't heard this one yet either, but as far as I understand, it's some kind of death thrash. And some death metal now. Rat King by Pathetic. Pretty cool piece of cover artwork there. So that is great. So those were the cassettes. Not that many, but I think quality stuff. Turning to the CDs. Up first, 4 by Angband. Persian traditional metal, power metal, progressive metal. Very good stuff. I haven't heard this one. I do have a good handful of Angband CDs though. And this one was one of the ones that was reduced to, I think, 99 cents. Up next, Annihilation Mancer. This is the Involution Philosophy. The Involution Philosophy. Progressive thrash metal. I do like when thrash metal gets progressive. Curse of the Artisan by Artisan. This is very melodic power metal with progressive leanings as well. Their singer has a very smooth voice. I quite like his voice. And some of the songs are just insanely catchy too. I think my favorite is probably Rise, which is mega catchy. Very good stuff. I also picked up Ancestral Energy by Artisan as well. The same style, more or less. Very good stuff. And got more Artisan. This one is called Demon Rider Limited Edition. I have not heard this one, so I don't know what it is. Yeah, like that. It was upside down. There you go. Demon Rider Artisan. There's a hype sticker on it. Limited 2 CD with guest vocals by Harry Conklin of Jack Panzer, Satan's Host, and Titan Force, 2 additional live bonus tracks, and special second disc. I look forward to checking this out because, like I said, I haven't heard it, and it looks like from the cover art that maybe there's a change in style, but I don't know. I'm kind of hoping that there isn't a change in style, but if there is, they're probably going to do a good job with that as well. As Darkness Dies, self-titled, epic-looking cover art. I think this is straight up traditional heavy metal, so that is nice. Up next, Crawling Chaos by Axe Master. Looks a bit like some Cthulhu stuff. I do have an old Axe Master album on vinyl reissue called Blessing in the Skies, and In all honesty, I don't really like the main album because of the vocals. Fortunately, there's a kind of a bonus disc with some pretty cool stuff with a different vocalist. But I have checked out their more recent stuff, and that's actually very good. So I decided to grab this one because that's a more recent release by Axe Master. Up next, Black Hawk, The End of the World. Very reassuring, but it also seems very topical these days, sadly. Don't know what this is. This was a blind buy. Some progressive metal, Bleeding, and this is called Elementum. Haven't heard this one, but I do have another Bleeding album which is very good. I suspect that that applies to this one too. Up next, Chain Reaction, a game between good and evil. It looks like a game of battle chess though. This one is out on Pure Underground Records, so some kind of underground release. As far as I understand, straight up traditional heavy metal, but who knows, because I haven't heard it. Up next, Armies of Hate by Devastate. Looks very DIY here, but it is out on a label called P&P Records. So there you go. Up next, Betrayal Against Time by Intera. This one is self-released, I think, and I don't remember what style it is, but I like the do-it-yourself artwork here. Very nice. Up next, Holy Cross, Place Your Bets. I do have a digital copy of this one, and it's very good stuff. As far as I remember, because I haven't listened to this for a while, it's old school heavy metal, maybe with a bit of power metal to it. Don't remember actually, but I remember liking it. Now, The Shadow Tower by In Avum Agede. Doom metal, traditional doom metal on the slightly epic side even perhaps, but it's very good stuff in any case. Invasion and So It Begins, thrash metal. I have heard Invasion before because I recognize the logo and I remember liking it a lot, but I'm not sure which Invasion album I have actually listened to. The jewel case is not in great shape, but I don't care because I get rid of the jewel cases anyways. Up next, Malamort, Satan Goes to Heaven to Destroy the Kingdom of God. So I guess he's not on a mission from God. I don't know, whatever. I think it's just traditional heavy metal actually. I mean, with a title like that, you gotta check it out, I think. Okay, now some progressive rock. Mayfair, My Ghosts Inside. Mayfair, what all of their releases have in common is the progressive side, but some of them are a bit more hard rocky and even metal, and others are a bit more just, progressive rock and so on and so forth. I haven't heard this one, so I actually don't know exactly where this one falls, but I do like Mayfair. Schlage mein Herz Schlage is one of their albums, and that one is very good. Pick this one up too by Mayfair. This one is called Frevel, maybe, if it's a German word. Yeah, it's Frevel. It's probably a German word because a lot of the song titles on this one are in German. So there you go. Up next, Back to Haunt by Poltergeist, thrash metal. Their kind of like original classic releases are fantastic. This is kind of a comeback one from 2016. Haven't heard it, but I have high hopes. Up next, Power Theory, Out of the Ashes into the Fire, and Other Tales of Insanity. So there you go. Looks like this on the back. Might be some kind of power metal-y stuff. Actually can't remember. Or maybe doom metal. I actually can't remember. I know there's another doom metal album in here. I just seem to remember associating Power Theory with some kind of power metal. Let's see. It will probably make an appearance in one of the first impressions videos. Niemba by Skinflint. Working to complete my Skinflint CD collection. Traditional heavy metal from Botswana. So there you go. Up next, Bear the Cross by SoulHealer. This is another one that I have a digital copy of that I can't remember what it sounds like, but I remember liking it very much. This one is out on Pure Legend, so I decided to grab a physical copy of it as well. Up next, Evil Never Sleeps by Saint Elmo's Fire. This one, I think it's traditional heavy metal, hard rock. This one got me curious because there's a subscriber to my channel called Saint Elmo's Fire, and I think it is this band. So I figured, you know what, I'm gonna support them and buy one of their albums, and I do have a feeling that this is going to be pretty good. So there you go, Saint Elmo's Fire, Evil Never Sleeps. Up next, Starquake, Times That Matter. This looks very reminiscent of a lot of the Roger Dean progressive rock cover artwork from the 70s and also the early 80s. This is kind of a mix of hard rock and traditional heavy metal with some progressive leanings for sure. I have again a digital copy of this one, and I like it very much. Some of the songs have almost like a post 2000 Iron Maiden vibe to them, especially the more uplifting Iron Maiden songs. So there's kind of that feel to this too, and there's just some hard rock as well, and some progressive leanings, like I said. Very good stuff. Really like this one. So I decided to grab a physical copy. And here you have Time, Space, Matter. Haven't heard this one. I don't know if it's the same kind of stuff. This one is out on Pure Rock Records, by the way. And this one is out on Pure Rock Records too. But I don't know if it's the same style or if they have changed things up. I mean, there's a 17-minute long song on here, and there's a 10-minute long song and an 8-minute long song. So those could be progressive, but you also have a 1-minute song, so who knows. So there you go. Okay, I think this one might be the other doom metal. Sleepy Hollow, Tales of Gods and Monsters. That might be the other doom metal release. I am actually not sure. Could also be power metal or traditional. It could be anything. I haven't heard this one, obviously. I think this was one of the widely reduced items, so obviously I grabbed it. We Are Legend, Rise of the Legend, power metal. Looks like this. I think this is also power metal. Widow, carved in stone. So there you go. Looks like this on the back. This is some more stuff I haven't heard. I mean, obviously, when you have these reduced prices, that's where you strike for some blind buys. The last CD is Wretch Warriors. I think this is traditional metal too. So there you go. So a whole stack of CDs. I also have some vinyl, like I said. I have one 7-inch single by Tank. This one is He Fell in Love with a Stormtrooper. And I think this is a Spanish pressing or pressing from some Spanish country, because the title is also translated into Spanish. So Tank, I would say a legendary new wave of British heavy metal band. Now some kind of hardcore thrash punk, Broken Bones, Fuck You and All You Stand For, anarchist, anti-fascist crossover thrash. So there you go. I got some more. This one is Marvel, and I think it's self-titled. Pretty cool, disturbing cover artwork. it's an anglerfish, and then they've mirrored the image to make it look even more monstrous than anglerfish normally do, because they look pretty ghastly. Here we have Sacrifice, Gates of Time, 12-inch single, super cheesy band photos, and this is not the Canadian thrash metal band, and it's not the Japanese thrash metal band. I don't think. Um, this is more like hard rock, traditional metal. Sacrifice again at the altar, on the altar of rock. So there you go. Now some Hungarian heavy metal, hard rock probably. Sing Sing, uh, something something something, rock and roll. Because I don't speak Hungarian and I don't want to butcher the Hungarian language. Back to the world of new wave of British heavy metal. Tokyo Blade, the Cave Sessions official bootleg. It's official, okay. Um, so you got it's kind of like an EP with 4 songs on it, and there's this text up here that says, "Not available on compact disc, chrome cassette, video disc, picture disc, or in a decent bag." So there you go. And the last vinyl and the last item of this insane haul is Prince of Darkness by Tux. So there you go. I don't know if you can see that. That's my cat right there. So a massive, insane haul, especially on the CD side. Didn't cost me as much as it could have because of the cool sales that Pure Steel Records do every now and then. I don't know if this is going to be an annual event. So far, over the last couple of years, it has been. In any case, my CD collection has grown considerably now, so that is great. So, on that note, thanks for watching.